You're listening to the Free to Be Mindful podcast, which provides bite-sized tips for busy parents, educators, and anyone working with kids. These real talk conversations focus on mindful living, mental health, and personal growth, helping all to learn, grow, and inspire with mindfulness in mind. I'm your host, Vanessa de Jesus Guzman, educator, licensed professional counselor, entrepreneur, and mom. I'm passionate about helping folks live life with peace of mind and ease of heart while not losing their, well, you know, here we go. Hi, and welcome back to the Consult a Counselor series. In this series, I answer parenting-related questions so that you can be present and at ease with your child and live life mindfully. Today's question is not really a question, actually. I received this comment via DM, and I thought that it would be great to share. The comment was how I wish my kid could set a New Year's resolution to stop whining and actually clean her room, LOL. And as a parent myself, I could totally understand where that wish was coming from. So my answer is, well, why not? Why can't your child set that resolution, or how I like to say, that goal to actually get her room clean and to stop whining? Now, of course, it's not an overnight fix with some pixie dust spread above it, but it's something that could totally be used. Helping kids set goals for themselves is a valuable way to help them not only with their development, but also in encouraging them to take an active role in their lives so that they understand that life doesn't just happen to them, but that they have an active part in their life themselves. So, a few steps that you can help them with is first, identify where they want to improve. So, of course, your kid may not want to specifically improve on their whining because they probably don't think that they do whine, or perhaps on fixing or cleaning their room. But you can help in guiding that conversation. So, for example, they may not want to clean their rooms, but they may want some outcomes that may benefit them in the end. So, find something that could benefit you both. So, you can tell your kid, well, if you want your friends to come over, your room first has to be clean. So, she may perhaps not choose to clean her room to help you out, but if it means it's going to have her have a benefit in the end, then she may do it for herself. We also want to help our kids by helping them set specific and measurable goals. I'll talk about how I do that in a second. We want to help them make a plan as to how they're going to achieve these goals. And we want to help them set up a timeline so that the goals are not only realistic, but so that we can also celebrate them once their goals are achieved. Something that I love doing with kids, especially at the start of the year, is not so much making resolutions, as I don't even like to use that word, but I do like creating goals. But think about it. Why would you have just one major goal for the entire year? Something that I myself engage in and have my son do with me is set up quarterly goals. I do this for my business, for my personal life, and for my son as well. So first, you help your child understand what quarters are, right? So January, February, March is the first quarter, April, May, June is the second quarter, and so on. And then you choose one goal for that quarter. Because think about it, if you have a seventh grader at hand, their goal for seventh grade from the months of January to March can be very different than their goals for the last quarter of the year when they're going to be in eighth grade from October to December. So for each quarter, you pick one specific goal. And that goal can be anything, for perhaps keeping their room clean, to maybe hanging out with the new set of friends, to improving their grades, or making the softball team in the spring. Then, underneath each quarterly goal, have your child identify 1 to 2, no more than that, 1 to 2 action items that are going to help them achieve that goal. We can't think of things as pie in the sky. We want to get really specific with the goal that we have and how it is that we're going to measure it. So making a team is either a yes or no thing. That's pretty obvious. But if it's keeping their room clean, we want to define, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What are your expectations? But when we talk about the expectations, you really want to keep it focused on them. What are the expectations that they have of themselves? And then how are you going to celebrate them reaching that goal? And that is also really important for you to do for them or with them because everybody likes to be celebrated. And that's going to make them more willing to set goals in the future in order to meet those goals and then celebrate. So I hope this helps. If you think it can help another mom or dad friend, be sure to share this episode with them and subscribe to my podcast so that you don't miss the next episode. If you have any questions for the Consult a Counselor series, you can feel free to email me at podcast@freetobemindful.com or DM me on Instagram at Counselor V De Jesus. And remember, in a world where you are free to be anything that you want to be, you are always free to be mindful. Thanks so much and catch you next time.